Formula One is no stranger to wild speculations and rumours that often make headlines, igniting the imagination of fans and experts alike. One such rumour that has been on the radar lately is the possibility of Red Bull Racing's Max Verstappen making a shocking move to Ferrari. However, these rumours are very likely false, and it is time to debunk these swirling rumours and put an end to the speculation. In this video, we show why Verstappen's alleged move to Ferrari is nothing more than pure nonsense with no proof behind it, and why it is highly unlikely. From his unwavering commitment to Red Bull to the recent developments within the team, there are concrete reasons that refute any notion of this transfer. So let's delve into the facts and dismiss the unfounded claims surrounding Verstappen's alleged switch to Ferrari. The recent rumours suggesting Max Verstappen's potential move to Ferrari roots from various sources within the motorsport community. One notable voice in this discussion is Richard Bradley, a previous Le Mans winner who offered an intriguing perspective on Verstappen's future. Bradley contends that while Verstappen has showcased immense talent and secured victories with Red Bull Racing, he has yet to prove himself in inferior machinery, a characteristic shared by the true greats of Formula One. Bradley highlighted the ability of iconic drivers like Michael Schumacher, Ayrton Senna and Lewis Hamilton to triumph in cars that were not initially the standard setters, pushing their teams to the pinnacle of the sport. Drawing a parallel to these legends, Bradley suggests that Verstappen may seek to emulate their path by joining Ferrari, a team known for its historic success and the ability to extract greatness from its drivers. The argument put forth by Bradley is rooted in Verstappen's career trajectory. After making his debut with Toro Rosso in 2015, Verstappen moved to Red Bull Racing the following year. In the early years, he faced the challenge of competing against the dominant Mercedes team, often striving to capitalize on any opportunities that arose. However, in 2021, Red Bull Racing managed to provide Verstappen with a championship-worthy car, resulting in him clinching his first world championship in a gripping finale in Abu Dhabi. It wouldn't surprise me. I think especially if he keeps on winning titles and he starts to get complacent and people start saying, oh, is he the greatest of all time? Max is the sort of guy that goes, okay, well I'll do what Schumacher did. I'll take Ferrari from not being in the position to win to make them world champions. The reason I think this is because Max is on the path to greatness. We can all see that. He's on a meteoric rise. He's dominant at the minute. He's had 2 world championships in the Red Bull, but we've never actually seen him do what defines the true greats. And when I say that, we look at Michael Schumacher, we look at Ayrton Senna, Lewis Hamilton, and the one thing that defines all of these guys is that they were able to win in a substandard car and take a manufacturer to a position where they weren't winning at the time, but then they're able to bring them back there. Schumacher doing it with Ferrari, we had Senna when he was at Lotus, we had Hamilton at McLaren after the new rules came in at 2009, and then of course with Mercedes. Whilst Max is doing exactly what he needs to do in a very, very good team and car, I think he's going to want to prove himself because Max, there's no secret, he's quite a proud person to say the least, and he's going to want to show that he is one of the true all-time greats. And I can see him wanting to bring Ferrari back to the glory that they had with Schumacher in the next few years. How this might look, I don't know. When this might happen, we're not sure. He's still young, and he's still got a bit of time, but I'd be quite confident that maybe after the next 5 years, if he's got to the level of 5 or so championships, which I think is very real, especially if the rules don't change until 2026, I think it's something to keep an eye on. The view of Richard Bradley's can be strongly countered with the debate of why downgrade just to prove something unnecessary. Max Verstappen is rapidly closing in on Alain Prost's impressive win count of 51 races. With each passing season, Verstappen has proven himself as a formidable force on the track, and so has Red Bull's machinery. As the saying goes, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. And Verstappen's remarkable success with Red Bull Racing raises the question of why he would consider leaving such a dominant formula. While rumours may circulate, it is crucial to consider the recent performance of the Italian team. In recent years, Ferrari has faced challenges, struggling to deliver competitive machinery capable of consistently challenging for race wins and championships. And even when they have, reliability always ends up being a huge issue. Verstappen, a driver with an unwavering hunger for success, would undoubtedly be hesitant to leave the stability and competitive edge that Red Bull Racing provides. Given Verstappen's current success and the uncertain prospects at Ferrari, it becomes increasingly clear that the speculation surrounding Verstappen's potential move is unsupported by compelling evidence. In Formula One, success is often synonymous with having the right car and team behind you. With Red Bull Racing consistently improving and providing Verstappen with a competitive platform, it would be impractical for him to consider a switch to a team that has struggled to deliver comparable machinery in recent times. Sure, it may be nice to rock that iconic red, but is it worth downgrading to what some describe as a tractor? Verstappen has stated that this is not something he wants to do. Verstappen is tied down to Red Bull through to the end of 2028 and has said he intends to honour that contract. Verstappen says it will be difficult to walk away from Red Bull if the side's current domination continues into the new regulation speculations planned for 2026. It will also be up to how competitive we are between here and 2028. I think it would be difficult to leave with a dominant project. However, I've always told myself that I just want to be in the fastest car. What this means is that Verstappen would simply not downgrade just to prove a minority that share Ryan Bradley's personal opinion. Verstappen may be out the door before Ferrari can knock. Max Verstappen's ambitions go beyond the boundaries of Formula One. While the Dutchman has certainly made his mark in open-wheel racing, he has expressed an interest in testing his skills in categories such as GT and endurance racing. But unlike other Formula One drivers who had the choice, he wants to do it while still at the peak of his performance. I know that when the current contract is concluded, I will be 31 years old, and it will be a point where I will have been running in Formula One for a long time. I like to win, be competitive, but if you can't fully motivate yourself to go to every race, then you have to ask yourself if you really want to continue. I love the 24-hour Le Mans and the endurance races. I love watching the GT3 cars turn at the Nürburgring. These are all things I want to try in my life, and I don't want to do them when I'm 40 or 50 years old because then I won't be at the peak of my performance anymore. When I'm 31, I'm pretty convinced that I'm still able to do great things. Although Verstappen is quite, I don't really know about his future, the now strong possibility of him leaving F1 for another form of motorsport after his contract ends is a scenario that would close the door on Ferrari or any teams looking to bring him on board. This all results in a move to Ferrari and Formula One being even more unlikely, but we can possibly expect to see Verstappen represent the iconic red in another form of motorsport. The prospect of Max Verstappen joining Ferrari may be exciting, but numerous factors lead us to believe that the cons outweigh the pros. Verstappen has made it clear that he has little patience for driving subpar cars, demanding machinery capable of competing at the front. If Ferrari were to encounter developmental setbacks or struggle to provide a competitive package, it could create tension between Verstappen and the team. His outspoken nature might lead to public criticisms, putting pressure on the team's management and potentially straining relationships within the organization. Furthermore, Ferrari's strategy and communication in recent years have faced criticism for their perceived shortcomings. From questionable strategy calls to public radio disputes between drivers and team management, the Italian team has encountered turbulent times that may pose additional challenges to Verstappen if he were to join their ranks. Some even claim that to be a Ferrari driver, you must be your own strategist. Ferrari's strategic decisions on track, such as questionable pit strategies or team orders that have sparked controversies, have raised concerns about their ability to maximize their potential. These instances have led to questions about the team's overall decision-making process and its impact on a driver's performance. Verstappen, known for his assertiveness and desire for optimal team support, might be wary of joining a team with a track record of questionable strategic choices. Ultimately, the rumors suggesting Max Verstappen's potential move to Ferrari have sparked intrigue and speculation within the Formula One world. But upon careful examination of the available information, it becomes evident that these rumors are largely baseless and speculative. While Verstappen's desire to be the greatest of all time, to some, requires rocking the red, there is no concrete evidence or official confirmation supporting a move to Ferrari. Verstappen's career trajectory, his desire for competitive machinery, and his outspoken nature all come into play when considering a potential move to Ferrari. Do you still think a move to Ferrari is likely for Verstappen? Where do you think he will end up after his contract with Red Bull expires? Let us know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to never miss the latest news and analysis within the world of Formula One.